good.
So we are here. It's a very important week in So You Think You Could Dance history, obviously. 100th episode.
100th episode.
How does it feel to be part of the show at such a important, in my opinion, the best cast, and also,
Thank you.
and you're part of that, obviously, that equation, and also just part of this great moment in history for the show.
It's kind of nuts.
Oh
really?
my God, surreal.
Really.
I can't, we were talking about it earlier, that you have to take moments to sit back and realize exactly what's going on around you, because we get so consumed with the actual competition and the steps and the dancing that you forget how lucky you are to just be here and just be here sharing the 100th episode with other amazing dancers from other seasons that are going to come and be on the show, and you're a part of that now. It's like, wow, it's just very surreal. It's like a dream come true for dancers, at least me.
Yeah, and it says a lot that the show, that this is its 100th episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it is doing well, and I think, to be a part of it is absolutely amazing. Because you watch the show and every dancer dreams to be on the show. And now that we're a part of this and, we're in this monumental event that's happening, it's
awesome.
It's awesome.
I mean, that's the best. It's just awesome.
It's awesome.
There were a few years ago, there wasn't really an outlet like this in mainstream media, at least, for dancers.
No, dancers have always kind of been in the background, in the shadows. We're always backup dancers. You don't hear a lot about us. I mean, if you're a singer and can dance, that's a different story. I mean, but our passion is just dance. We love to dance. That's what we love to do.
Yeah.
And now the show has opened up a lot of doors for dancers.
I know I learned a lot about, now choreographers are like household names, and there's different. I didn't know I'll admit I didn't know what a paso doble was before.
That's what the show does. It opens up a door to another type of art form that was not necessarily mainstreamed on television. Television was always about the acting and the singing and putting a show together, and then the dancers just kind of completed it. But now with this show, it's kind of nice that we get recognition, because we really do work hard and we put our bodies through so much, and then America starts finding things out like, oh, that's a paso, or I know that's a cha-cha, or that's a waltz, and so they're educating themselves too in an artistic way, which is good.
And it's showcasing dance in such a positive light. You don't see hardly anything bad come through. You don't see really bad comments. I mean, every dance that is done on the show, it brings something to the table, and people get familiar with it. And if you may not like it right away, you'll fall in love with it, later.
Because, I feel, if you were to say compare the show to American Idol, I feel it's a bit easier to fake your way as an okay singer by people are screaming over there. It's
excited back there.
It's a bit easier to fake your way, be an okay singer, but do a good performance. But there's no faking good dancing. If you're a bad dancer or an okay dancer, it'll show. You know what I mean?
It's kind of just put out there for you. You can tell visually, if somebody is acting stupid.
I think it's just harder as a dancer to grasp someone's attention, because as a singer, America can kind of sit there and be like, oh, I like her voice, or I don't like her voice, or she looks pretty and she sings kind of nice, so it works out well. But as a dancer, you don't have a voice. You just have your body, and you have to express yourself through that. So America has to like you for something that they have no idea what's going on. Technically, if my feet are in the right count or in the wrong count, they don't know. You have to make them fall in love with you without any words, without anything, just moving, which is hard. It's really hard.
Now, if you look back at the entire series, since we're coming up to the 100th episode, is there a single routine? It could be one you danced yourself, or it could be one from season 2 or whatever.
So many.
Yeah, but is there one that stands out for you as the whoa?
For me personally, I fell in love with Hummingbird Flower, 3rd season, Hawk and Jamie.
I think that was just very ingenious that they put such completely different styles together and made such a wonderful piece with it. You would think if you watched that Hawk and Jamie were meant to dance that since the day they started dancing. And they had never met each other, worked with each other until that moment came in the show. So when you see that happen, you're like, wow, that's what the show does. It brings together such amazingly different styles and makes something work so well.
Makes a harmony out of it.
I think that's probably my favorite too, out of the ones we've seen.
I think they used them. Wade is a genius, and I think he used Hawk and Jamie very, very well, very cleverly. He put his, b-boy influence in there, and Jamie's amazing with her contemporary lyrical. She can do everything. So I mean, that piece, I think, every artist is always reinventing themselves, and I think with that piece, Wade really reinvented. He grew as a choreographer, and it showed. I mean, I didn't expect to see something like that ever out of Wade, and that really kind of just hit home.
Yeah, and I also honestly, another like huge favorite piece of mine was last year the top 5 girls doing Ave Maria. That was just unbelievable.
The long hair.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
They were like frozen angels, and Mia Michaels used Celine's voice in that song, and it was just, you could not tell that Comfort was hip hop, that Courtney was this, that Chelsea was ballroom. It all came together, and they all looked like beautiful contemporary dancers. It was such a touching piece, and Ave Maria is just such a beautiful song. So Mia did a great job with them last year.
Yeah, Mia's amazing.
Oh man, definitely.
Mia Michaels is ridiculous.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And there's one last question. What are your favorite routines that you personally have done this season yourselves?
That's like such a hard question.
Well, I can say hers, and she can say mine.
I'll say his favorite has been Travis Wall's last week with Janine, and mine was...
Yours was tango.
The tango.
Because theirs is ridiculous hard.
Yeah.
She would try to teach me those enganches and stuff, and I was falling all over. I was not having it.
And then for him, I mean, contemporary, he finally got to showcase his style with another contemporary dancer. So the two of them together with Travis, I mean, it was just perfection on the stage. So
actually, bringing up Travis is a good point. Is look at the journey he's had from being a runner-up in season 2 to now. Do you think you guys will? Is that something you aspire to do, like choreograph on this show later?
I would love to.
I would love to as well. Choreograph together?
Yeah, we should do it together.
Okay.
High five.
We'll do it together.
We'll mix the contemporary and salsa.
You heard it here first. Thanks so much, guys. Good luck.
You're welcome.